Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your weekly Bitcoin analysis for the week of Monday, August 17th, 2026. Starting with this weekly chart, this nearly 9-year channel bottom we closed below a few months ago, and since then have just been hugging this thing like a magnet. This is very common when there's not a real strong directional impulse. The market just sort of hugs this line study over time, 65,321. Now, we are below it, and so by a degree, you can skew your bias to the downside, expecting a retest of that 57,737 low from a couple of months ago over the next few weeks, perhaps. 49,363 in play by the end of the year. And longer term, with the violation of this 9-year bull channel, we could see a complete meltdown back into the mid 10,000 region. There's precedent for that. So I know it sounds ridiculous, but I do think that this is possible. It becomes probable if over the coming months we close below 49,363, and then I think this is our next destination. So that is the downside play. Now, upside, let me zoom in just a little bit and show we've got a few things going on here. We have a descending channel top that's actually been holding pretty well for the last month or so at 64,084. So, by one measure, closing this week above 64,084 does present a buy signal, but in order to be safe, I think it should be reserved for that pullback high of 66,933. That would clear both of these line studies, this long-term channel bottom at 65,321, and of course, the descending channel top at 64,084. So if we close above 66,933, we really have a triple buy signal that should not be ignored for its likelihood in yielding the low 80,000 region by the end of the year. With present volatility, this is a 2 to 3 month rally. We've seen volatility in the past where this is more of a 3 to 5 week target. But I'm going to say by the end of the year, if we close this week above 66,933, the low 80,000 region likely, where we could top out through the first quarter of 27, and if settled above, would be a significant buy signal into later 27. I'm going to leave it at that for this week's Bitcoin analysis. You have a great week.